Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. I'm Ruman Ahmed Pradhan from Department of Computer Science and Engineering from University of Asia Pacific, Bangladesh. Now I'm going to present our paper which is Optimal EEG Electrode Set for Emotion Recognition from Brain Signals, an empirical quest. Our paper ID is 34. This is presenting on the 4th International Conference on Activity and Behavior Computing ABC 2022. There are three other authors, Sumaya Akhtar and MD Akhtaruzzaman Adnan are from Department of Computer Science and Engineering, University of Asia Pacific, Bangladesh, and Tanmoy Sarkar Pias from Department of Computer Science, Virginia Tech, USA. So here I have divided the presentation into some segments. These are, firstly, I will introduce our research topic, and then the next is the research statement. Following that, I will give you the literature review. After that, I will explain you the workflow of our research. Then I will briefly explain the dataset which we used in this research. After that, I will tell you about our feature extraction method, position of 32 electrode set, and different classification algorithm which we used in our research. Then I will analyze the result of this research, and then I will talk about our contribution of this research, and lastly future plan. So now let's talk about our topic first. What is emotion recognition from EEG signals? It is a process of using EEG data to analyze a person's emotional state. So why do we need optimal EEG electrode set for emotion recognition? To know which EEG electrode set is more responsible for emotion, and reducing number of electrode also reduces the requirement of computation complexity. So now let's talk about our research statement, which is experimentally find out the optimal EEG electrode set for emotion recognition from brain signals. So now let's talk about the previous works in this field. Many researchers have experimented with different number of electrodes for emotion recognition on the deep dataset. Firstly, Zhang et al. Uses wavelet entropy, wavelet energy as feature extraction, and KNN, NB, SVM, and RF as modeling technique. They have used 12 electrodes and achieved 90% accuracy. Joshi et al. Uses only 4 electrodes and achieved 73.37% accuracy using linear formulation of differential entropy, DE, Hozard parameters as feature extraction, and bielastrum as modeling technique. Wang et al. Uses STFT or short-time Fourier transform as feature extraction and SVM as modeling technique. They use 8 and 12 electrodes and achieve 74.41 and 73.64 test accuracy respectively. Topic et al. Uses CGH computer-generated holography as feature extraction and CNN-SGM as modeling techniques. They achieve more than 90% accuracy using two different sets of 10 electrodes. Amsonda et al. Uses wavelet decomposition for feature extraction and AdaBoost second-order polynomial LR, SVC, and RF as modeling technique. Using only 8 electrodes, they achieve 90% accuracy. But all the author uses different feature extraction and modeling technique. It is hard to justify if their gain in accuracy is due to using different technique or due to different electrode sets. This is where our study come, where we use same technique on all different electrode sets. Thus, any resulted difference of accuracy is due to only the electrode set. So now let's talk about our workflow overview. Firstly, we have selected raw EEG electrode from deep dataset, and after applying pre-processing, we got the pre-processed EEG data. From the literature review, we found different electrode set. On the pre-processed EEG data, we applied FFT using different electrode set and converted the time domain EEG into frequency domain. Then we have applied different machine learning and deep learning models, and finally we have the optimal EEG electrode set. So now let's talk about the deep dataset. The deep dataset is widely used for evaluating different algorithms, thus it is selected for this study. The deep dataset is a multimodal dataset that is primarily used to analyze human affective states. The EEG and peripheral psychological signals of 32 participants were recorded in this dataset. There are 32 EEG channels. The original 512 Hz EEG data are downsampled to 128 Hz. The dataset team chose 120 music videos with a runtime of 1 minute. For each participant, 40 trials are recorded showing 40 videos of the selected 120 videos. Participants rated each video in terms of level, arousal, valence, like, dislike, dominance, and familiarity. Participants' ratings were collected using self-assessment mannequin for valence, arousal, and dominance on a continuous scale from 1 to 9. For the liking, participant rated using thumbs up or thumbs down on a continuous scale from 1 to 9. For familiarity, participant rated between 1 to 5 in discrete scale. We have tested on all 5 levels, they perform almost similarly. Thus, in this study, we have tested classification algorithm on valence level to maintain consistency of evaluation. So now let's talk about our feature extraction. For each of the electrode set, we have applied FFT on the EEG data. FFT breaks the raw EEG into 5 different subbands shown in the figure. The EEG sample rate is 128 Hz. Using this FFT, the raw data is segmented using a sliding window of 256, and each slide step size is 16. After sliding through the entire raw EEG signal, it is converted from the time domain to frequency domain. Then the frequency domain signal is divided into 5 different subbands, which are delta ranges from 4 to 8 Hz, theta ranges from 8 to 12, alpha ranges from 12 to 16, and beta ranges from 16 to 25, and gamma ranges from 25 to 45 Hz. So here is the illustration of 4 main lobes of cerebral hemisphere, which are frontal lobes, parietal lobes, occipital lobes, and temporal lobes. Here we can see the position of 32 electrodes used in the deep dataset on the skull. This is our proposed algorithm for selecting optimal EEG electrode set. We got the electrode set CNN deep preprocessed as input and max accuracy based set and electrodes accuracy as output. So this is our proposed 1D CNN model architecture. We have used residual connection, a kind of skip connection. So now let's talk about our result analysis. In this table, we can see the test accuracy of different modeling techniques on electrode sets according to the lobes of cerebral hemisphere. We have used deep learning models like CNN, LSTM, and machine learning models like SVM, logistic regression, decision tree, naive bayes, XGBoost. We can see that CNN model outperforms all the other models in terms of accuracy. But the accuracy difference between different brain area is similar in all modeling techniques. Here we have plotted the test accuracy with CNN model of electrode sets according to the lobes of cerebral hemisphere from the previous table. The frontal lobe electrode set got the best accuracy. Following that, the central, parietal, and occipital lobe got the second, third, and fourth most accuracy respectively. So now that we know which part of the brain is most responsible for emotion, we attempted to find the most optimal electrode set proposed in different publications. In this table, we compared results of different modeling techniques with different electrode sets. Same trend is shown here as well, here where the CNN model outperform all the other models in terms of accuracy. But the accuracy difference between different electrode set is similar in all the modeling techniques, though the electrode set 8 performs the best of 97.34% accuracy with all the 32 electrodes found in the deep dataset, but it is not optimal. The most optimal EEG electrode set is set 1, which achieved 95.69% test accuracy with only 12 electrodes. So now let's compare previous results of electrode set with the proposed CNN model. In the set 1, 2, 5, 6, and 7, the proposed CNN model outperforms all the previous results by almost 5%. In the set 3, 4, and 8, the proposed model exceeds previous accuracy by almost 15 to 20%. So now let's talk about the contribution of our study. This study mainly focuses on finding the optimal EEG electrode set for emotion recognition using the same testing environment. Deep learning models like CNN, LSTM, machine learning models like SVM, logistic regression, decision tree, naive Bayes, and XGBoost are used on the each electrode set to evaluate their performance. This study demonstrated that the frontal lobe is the most important brain region for emotion. We have found the most optimal EEG electrode set consists on 12 electrodes. Those are F7, P8, O1, F8, C4, T7, PO3, FP1, FP2, O2, P3, FZ, which achieve 95.69% test accuracy. The optimal number of electrodes for emotion recognition is 10. So now let's also talk about our future plan. Find the correlation between different levels of emotion with single electrode and also recognize emotions more precisely from brain signals. So these are the references used in this slide. So thanks to these references, their work helps us a lot. So thank you everyone for listening to my presentation patiently. So thanks.